Hey, what's up guys? Nils here and welcome back to another video. So once again, we're back on Anime Fighters where we actually had a couple of sort of news the past few days. Now, apparently the update is going to be postponed yet longer as obviously a lot of legal issues between the boss who buys the game, or rather bought the game, and Dareb, who still has his half of the share of his game and whatnot, still have not been concluded. So I guess we're going to be waiting a week or two more until the update actually drops that we've been discussing. So yeah, that's that first of all to begin with. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the game itself. And yeah, like I see there's way too much hype about the game. And I feel like people don't really understand that even though the numbers are very high and the hype is very good, like AFS is at a very, very, very hard point. And I said this before, like the boss buying this game has dived into deep waters, and honestly guys, this whole delay plays into his favor. Like the whole delay with like making sure he has full access over the game and he can do whatever he wants. This actually plays in his favor, although what he's going to be doing is going to be very, very crucial as to how the game is going to play out and if the game has any future. Anyway, diving into what I actually want to talk about now. I've said this before many times, even last year, like even before the game like got discontinued, like the game was really reaching a point of no return. And I really do believe that, like, basically it is impossible to play the game as a new player, right? Like, sure, now we do have this ×3 event on every single event, which is cool. And it makes the game a little bit more playable, but imagine starting out the game and imagine being a free-to-play, right? Which is, I guess, more than your above average player base, free to play, maybe a couple of gifted passes here and there, maybe like a small pass bot and stuff like that. But just imagine starting out this game fresh as a free to play player, and you have to go through all of these worlds just to get into the late game. And even then, like, that's when the challenge actually starts. Like, you have to get Draconics, you have to limit break units, you have to get solid golds, you have to get lucky units, you have to get Time Lords. You have to do all this stuff just to be able to actually like get to a point where your status is like, okay, above average / good, right? Like that is not easy. I feel like the game has reached like to a very hard standpoint, especially with the artifacts and stuff like that, and the rerolls, passives. Like the best thing, I also talked about this in a video a while ago back in, I believe it was June? No, it might have been July actually. I'll have a look right now in my channel and try to find it. Like the game needs like a sort of like a quote unquote like hard reset. Now, I never said that you should just like delete everything, obviously. Like don't start from zero. You just have to like make a second island. Like the best thing that you could have done, if you're asking me personally, is make a World 2, keep the same core of the game, but like sort of like start over, you know? You remember how like on Summer Island and on what it was called, the other place, I forgot the name, the Halloween Island, like you couldn't like equip your units. You could do the same thing so that you cannot actually like equip your actual like units, you know? Like you just start a World 2, everything is fresh. Obviously like it sort of like carries over, but it kind of starts new. So like best thing you could have done right now is nerf everything to the ground. Like literally just nerf everything. Allow people to just like breeze through the maps, get a little bit stronger so they can like start playing the World 2 update. And like keep the same core of the game, change some of the systems, obviously, like bring new systems into the game, change things up a lot. And honestly, could even like remove max opens on the next like world. And yeah, something like that. I don't know. You could actually even transfer like your own units there. Like, it would be weird if you actually couldn't use anything from what you have, right? I mean, the boosts and all of that stuff, obviously, they would still like be useful, right? So yeah, these like would still carry over. They would still be useful, but yeah, I feel like, I don't know, the game is really, really hard. Like, sure, like there is very hype, yeah. Like, you saw like pretty much player base right now is at 19.3k. So you saw like how people like literally got back to it, you know. The second they heard like AFS is upgrading, they all got back into the game. Like everybody wants to try out and play it, right? But here's the problem, and this is a problem for both like the players and the owner himself, right? Like, sure, you buy a game where people have mostly like bought every Game Pass that they're going to buy. Maybe obviously like, you know, it's been a while, so some people who didn't have money last year, maybe they do have money right now, so they end up buying some stuff, but still, it's not like a fresh game that's going to give you a huge revenue. And how do you fix that? You attract new players, but the game is so complicated, it's so hard, it's so advanced that it's like literally so hard to actually bring new players in. That's why I'm suggesting like sort of a soft reset. You know, you just nerf everything to the ground, like let people breeze through World 1 and you focus like on World 2 gameplay. And that's how you actually change the game. Like you bring new stuff and you sort of take the direction that you want on this World 2. So I feel like that was probably the best thing that you could have done. Just make a soft reset, like basically like while you sort of like keep people that had stuff like still be able to use them, you know, like all of that stuff like still can be used. Well, obviously not all the shards are like useless, right? But you still have like your boosts and stuff like that, your tokens, your real tokens, obviously they're still like gonna be used, stuff like that, your fragments. And yeah, sure, like that's pretty cool. These are all gonna be useful in the future, but you know, you still have like this soft sort of reset where somebody can still get into the game. Just imagine, right? We have like this 3x event right now. Used to be 5 in the past, but there's now 3x. So you nerf everything in the World 1, so people can't actually progress, just catch up into the game. And then you drop in this World 2 of the update, and yeah, like obviously people who have thousands of hours in this game are gonna quote unquote lose, but you know, that's how things work, right? Like what you have cannot always be good, like can't be good forever, but you still have like your head start because of like obviously your previous progress. It's just that your units are gonna be useless, but honestly, who really cares? I don't think it's that big of an issue. Like you just like have people actually like get engaged with the game from now on, because as I said, it's gonna be really hard to attract new players into the game. Like a lot of people are saying this thing, that it's really hard to get into the game, and I agree with them. Like I also like have suggested this like World 2 sort of soft cap reset, like this soft reset with a second map last year, because the game was really going to a point of no return where you either had like infinite real tokens or like infinite dupe shards and like fragments, or you couldn't really keep up. Like look at this, like this is absolute madness. Look at this shit. Obviously, a lot of this is C-Hub, but still, you have max artifact for damage, and like full team of secret passives, out for level 4 or 5 units from like basically infinite like real tokens and shards. So yeah, like the game needs a soft reset, and it's also the best thing that you can do to attract new players, because new players are not only important financial wise, which is obviously his goal, right? He didn't just spend, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars to buy this game to not make his money back, just, you know, to do it for fun. So he has to make money back. So yeah, that's my solution. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening to my rant. Anyway, that was pretty much it for this video, and we're anticipating to see what's going on in the next couple of weeks with this game. But yeah, anyway, guys, that was pretty much it. As always, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care.